Hey Kelly, I want to help you out updating this website logo, and I want to actually show you while I'm doing this, just so you can see if you want to make tweaks yourself. This logo, in and of itself, the way you guys have set this up, I want to see just how it sort of looks. It's going to scale sort of funny, and we may have to tweak it some. And so I just want you guys to sort of see what we're working with because you've set this up, and it's not as much as a logo as more like a word mark on the left and then an icon on the right. Just a lot of things going on with it, and it's almost like let's just sort of see how it works. It may work great. It may work great, but so I'm just going to replace this guy right here. So let me check to see how I've actually inserted this. I'm going to edit the header, and we will see what all's going on. So I have, yeah, that's the site logo. So what I did is I pulled in the site logo widget. And so we will go and exit to the dashboard. And to change the site logo, I'm going to move me over here. I'm going to go in here under Appearance, Customize, and let us go to Site Identity. This is sort of like the global WordPress default or whatever, and you sort of change this and it's going to affect everywhere. So we're going to change that logo, and I'm going to upload your file, and let's sort of see how it works to put that file in here. So what I've done, I actually took the file that you guys sent, I resized it properly to where it will work, and I made it so that the file size is small. You want it to be small since this is going to be on every page of the site. So it is a, let's see, there we go, 23K file. Let me move me over. I'm going to click Upload, and we will choose that. Now I'm going to select it, and it's going to say, do you want to crop it? And I'll say, no, we're going to skip cropping so that we don't crop anything out. Now watch, it'll change over here. Let's see how it fits. Okay, we can fix that. I'll work with it. I'll make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click Publish, and now I'm going to exit out of there, and let's go and edit the header. So now I'm going to edit the header itself, and this is where I'll actually change the size of that logo and how it appears. And so let's see, if I look at the style of this thing, okay, so the original logo we had in there, we could do it at 120 pixels, but now this one needs to be bigger. Let's see if we can start getting this one bigger. So we're going to have to actually change the width of the column so that we can have more space for that guy. Let's change it to 25%. So it'll occupy 25%. We'll make it a little bigger. And actually here, I'm just going to say 100%. We'll make it scale to whatever the size of that column is. So there it is right there. It's 100% the width of the column. Now that's still really small, you know. So let's go in here and adjust this. So if we change it to about, maybe if we make it, let's see if we can, at some point we're going to have to, you see what's happening, the main nav over here is going to wrap. The biggest we can do it without wrapping is 31%, or about 30% right there. And the text is a little bit small right there. Maybe that is suitable for you guys. Let me know. You sort of see what I'm doing right here. And like if we wanted to go in here, we've got some options to actually change the space between on these guys. Let's see, and I guess that's probably about as tight as we can do it. So I'm just looking at different options we've got. So there's our horizontal padding. I think if we change that, yeah, we could do that. Okay, so we could change our horizontal padding in the buttons. If we put it at about 15, let's see what that looks like. So there you got that and that. So yeah, so you see how I've tightened up the menu a little bit. That gives us a little bit more space to play with over there, because one of the things you have to be aware of, so we changed the logo. Now I'm going to go in here and click responsive mode. This allows us to check it at different screen sizes and things like that. So now if we go in here and let's check it on a tablet. Okay, if you get it on a tablet like this, now because of the width of that logo, you see how that's already scrunched up, and let's fix that. So on a tablet, let's go in, and I'm trying to get you aware of just all the variables. It's not just like you switch out the logo. You got to think of how it impacts everything else. And so in this case, let's go in here and zero out the padding. I'm going to just go in here and zero it out. All right, so that's normal padding. Now, I think we should probably adjust this a little bit. Let's change this down to where on a tablet, like if you're looking at it on an iPad, let's make it go about like that, 30%, and then I'm going to make this. And you'll notice, see this little thing? It's going to keep these settings for the screen size. So now we can do that at 70%. So now if we've got that, let's see if we can adjust this a little bit. We'll change this down to maybe 12. All right, and now let's look at our horizontal padding, change it to like 8. Still going to have some wrapping with the size of that menu. Let's see, can I make this a little bit smaller? Let's try this. Okay, if we made it to like 20%, I know that's a small logo, but that's what we're dealing with right here. And then we do this up to 80%. Does that keep that from wrapping? Not yet. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, there we go. So if we do it down to 7 pixels of that, now we've still got some space. So I think I can get this bigger again. We could do this. We could do 20. Let's try 25% and do this down to 70. All right. Still need it, maybe 76%, 78. Trying to get this. So 80 is still one. If I've got that down, you see what I'm dealing with right here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this down to 75. So I'm going to adjust this guy and do it, change that, get them really tight. All right. So if you do it like that, get that tighter. Now this is 25%. And there, we've got that at 75. Okay. So can we do this a little bit less? I really want to make your logo a little bit bigger so we can actually see it. So if it's at 70%, and we do our horizontal padding down to, we can't get it that small. That's really tight, isn't it? You see what we're dealing with right there. Oh, man. Maybe we have it wrap a little bit. A lot of times, how many times are people going to be looking at this on an iPad and holding it up straight up and down? I don't know. But so for right now, just to get that logo to where it's legible the way you guys have designed it, I'm going to do it like that. You see what I'm doing? Also, while I'm in here, I'm going to make an adjustment to this menu because it does not need to actually go into a hamburger. Let's try this. Yeah, that just stays like that. So now I've got this fixed a little bit. You see the constraints we're dealing with. We could also do something like this. Here, I'm just sort of doing these things live as we're watching, and let's change it to, I'm going to make these on tablet. So now let's do this. On tablet, let's make this thing, if we did it 240 pixels wide, or maybe 260. Let's try 260 right here. All right, let's do that. Now, on tablet, we can do this. We can say center align, and then we'll make this menu. Can we do that? Can we align it center? Can we do this? Horizontal align center. Now, this thing, I wish this had a mobile adjustment for us. It doesn't, because I think when I go back here, it's going to do, okay, I think that still works. That works. You see the difference? Okay, here's tablet. Now we're going to have to adjust things for mobile. So we definitely want this column to be 100% on mobile, 100% wide. And now let's change this logo for mobile, and we're going to make it pixels. Let's make it 260. Something like that, so we can see this if we're like holding it up on a phone in front of us in content. We'll center align this thing. Now we're going to make it this guy. Actually, you know what we could do? We actually have this option. If we've got this at 100%, let's change this to 80. I've got another idea. I'm just thinking about these things as we're doing it. Sort of think of me as your Bob Ross, painting happy little trees right now as we're doing this thing. And let's do this about 80%. 80%, and then if we did that, we want to do, why is it not? There we go, 80 and 20. All right, so now if I edit this logo, let's do this at like 240. Oh, maybe like that. Let's see, can we align this to the left? There we go, 240. Now you've got, and this is 80%, and this is 20%, and now we've got this guy. So we're just making some adjustments for it so that we want this thing, if we click on our menu button, there's our menu, and let's just, and I'm going to edit your colors for it real quick. We're just sort of trying to hit all these things for you while we're working on this. I want okay, typically people won't roll over this because it's going to be on a phone. You're going to tap it. You're not actually going to see that hover state, but I do want to make it to where our pointer, our toggle button, if we hover, we want the color. Let's make the color be our purple, and our background color be white. So if there ever is a time when we trigger it, there's what it looks like. Okay. And last, let me change where this drop-down menu starts. We can change the positioning of it, and it's the distance right here. Okay, there we go. Let's stick it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Now we have it to where that menu opens up below our menu. Okay. So, and then let's fix this too. I think we can go up here, and can we do this to about 60? And this is going to be close. Let's see if we can adjust this. 40. Oh, okay. I think we can get that all on one line right there. Okay. So those guys. So we just changed this logo out. You see your logo. It's a wide logo trying to play with the constraints that we've got. But there it is on mobile. Here it is as a tablet breakpoint. And here it is on the desktop. So we'll keep playing with this, but that's what you guys have given to me. And you see sort of I'm working with the constraints you guys have given me, trying to make this work for you guys. So there you go. And that's a look at us changing out the logo on the website. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.